So we're heading into the high seat. I'm quite confident we'll see more Muntjac.
So it's another beautiful May evening. It's nice and warm, a little bit overcast night, but it's been following a period of sustained sunshine. The spring really has kicked into early summer now. There's a lot of fresh growth, there's a lot of high undergrowth, so spotting Muntjac is going to be tough. I've got the Pulsar Helion XP50, so hopefully we can see through the undergrowth. I've got my trusty Hawke Endurance 12x56 binos. My old favourite you've not seen for a while, Sauer 202, and that's topped with a Hawke Vantage 2.5 to 10x56. So I'm pretty sure the equipment's working. I'm pretty sure the deer are out there. It's just a matter now getting out there, having a stalk and seeing what's about. So there's going to be two parts of the evening. I'm going to go through the woods, just gently walk up, see if there's anything out grazing in the early evening, and then a little bit later on, as it starts to get dark, I'm going to go and sit in a high seat and see if we can get a roebuck or maybe even a Muntjac buck coming out and feeding on the margins. But it's an absolutely stunning evening, and let's get started.
Today I'm hunting alongside my good friend Frederick Hanna, International Sales Manager for Sauer Rifles. Although a highly experienced international hunter, Frederick is fairly new to Muntjac stalking, so this is an exciting opportunity for him. As we both go our separate ways, we feel hopeful as the calm weather should bring plenty of sightings of Muntjac, and perhaps even a few roebucks. The afternoon is eerily calm, with little more than a breath of wind. Frederick stalks slowly and purposefully, stopping frequently to scan the undergrowth for any signs of our quarry.
So we're a bit earlier today, so we're heading into the high seat. Saw a lot of slots and marks and sign yesterday still, so I'm quite confident we'll see more Muntjac and hope we get one from the high seat tonight.
Typically around half a metre high and between 10 and 15 kilos in weight, Muntjac are notoriously difficult to stalk on foot at this time of year, as they are able to weave their way through the undergrowth, rarely offering a glimpse, let alone an opportunity for a shot. For this reason, hunting from a high seat is often the best approach.
In the high seat now. We got in without spooking anything, that's very, very good. We see a lot of tracks here now, so I'm quite confident it's a good spot. We'll give it 15-20 minutes, try the Butterlow, just calm things down at the moment and then see how it goes. We're out with the Sauer 100 today, 308 caliber. We've also got the Sauer titanium mod, which is super light titanium alloy made, 270 grams, very nice for stalking. The rifle itself, a rock solid, high precision rifle. We guarantee sub-mower accuracy at 100 yards with it. We've got a 3-position safety, so it's also one of the safest guns out there. So we've got it topped with a Hawke 6-24 power scope, which is again the package today that I'm using is perfect for what we're doing. Muntjac move about a lot, so I'm really happy with the equipment. We have two main rides, one to the front and one to the left, that are our shooting lanes, and let's hope something shows up there.
Whilst Frederick continues his pursuit, I've decided to explore some of the areas of woodland that we've not accessed in recent years. Effective deer management is about getting a clear idea of the deer numbers and the environment supporting them, enabling us to make a better decision as to which deer are harvested within the context of the overall goal of maintaining a thriving and healthy population. The undergrowth has grown quite substantially this year, making it quite difficult to manoeuvre through the thick brambles and overgrown grass. On top of this, the wind is quite unpredictable, which increases our chances of being detected. The Helion XP50 thermal imaging scope allows me to see bucks hidden in the undergrowth, but the signs of multiple deer traffic are hard to miss. Tracks have been carved into the undergrowth and grass, crossing and weaving through bushes and through fences.
So it's been a lovely afternoon so far. We've had a walk around for about 2 hours through the woods behind me. The wind's been a bit changeable, but broadly it's been brisk enough that we can tell the direction, although in and around trees it does tend to eddy a little bit. Now, as you can see, the light's starting to come in, it's getting a little bit darker. It's about 20 past 8, so we thought we'd come and sit in a high seat now and see if anything comes out. We've seen a couple of muntjac, couldn't tell whether they were bucks or does. They were kind of in the undergrowth and they disappeared pretty quickly. That really is one of the benefits of having the Helion XP50 thermal imager, is that you can pick out the heat signatures against the undergrowth pretty easily. So even though we didn't get a shot off, we know they're there and we know the direction they went in. Now, we've stayed broadly with the wind in our faces, got back to the seat, so hopefully that anything's behind us. We may have pushed it into the forestry block that's in front of us. This is a time of the evening you do need good optics, and of course, the Hawke Endurance binos that I've got, they're tried and tested. It's my first time out with a Hawke Vantage 2.5 to 10 by 56, and so far I'm pretty impressed. 30mm monotube construction. Most importantly, it's got that 56mm objective lens, so it really does pull lots of light in. We've still got to have the deer in front of us to be able to see them, but hopefully when something does step out, we're going to be ready to go. But it really has been a beautiful afternoon, and even though we've only seen a couple of deer fleetingly, it's been pretty good fun. Now I've got to be patient.
Unfortunately, nothing has come into Frederick's area, so he decides to head out on foot. He spots movement in the far distance and decides to set up on the sticks, just in case the right animal steps out. With nothing showing, he continues on through the forest. Following the same routine, Frederick sets up on the sticks once again.
So the wind was a bit swirly up at the high seat, so we decided to leave the high seat, not to wind anything, and position ourselves on this ride here. Bad thing is there's absolutely no wind here, so we're eaten by the midges, but what don't you do to get a good muntjac?
This time he's in luck. A small cullbuck is moving cautiously through the undergrowth not far away. Moving quietly but quickly, Frederick closes the gap and prepares to take the shot.
Young muntjac buck, definitely a good one for the kitchen. Where we were positioned before was a good spot. The muntjac came in, but of course we were really struggling with the wind tonight, so we spooked him. And I thought the only chance we have is to check another ride, and there he was out. It took us quite a long time to get the shot because He was always covered by branches and so on, but as soon as he stood clear, we took the shot and caught him. Beautiful small buck.
So Frederick, what a fantastic evening.
Brilliant.
Another successful outing with the Sow 100.
Definitely. So went in, sneaked through the forest a bit of stalking, didn't see anything, so we got set up in the high seat, but the wind was just really difficult tonight. It was swirling the whole time, and from we were on the high seat I found that it wasn't going to be perfect. So I thought we'll position ourselves on another ride. While we were stalking back, we saw a badger in the bramble, really got close, maybe 50 meters or something. Really nice experience. Got set up on our ride, and then just as the lights started to fade, Monty came in, winded us because the wind was swirling again. I was like, no, it wouldn't make an appearance.
Did you get a response from
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It saw and heard that it was kind of going around us, came close, went away again, gave it another one. And
that is the trouble this time of year. The undergrowth is so thick, it
just couldn't see it,
be 5 yards away from you.
So then we had maybe 10-15 minutes light left, and I thought, well, let's try another ride. I stalked in there. There's the yearling Monty, got on the sticks. There was one branch in the way the whole time. Again, the wind started to swirl, so as soon as I had a clear shot, I took it and went down straight away.
Is history.
Exactly.
And this one is better eating. It's a young one.
Definitely, it'll be really. We took good care of it, grellatted it straight away, got everything cleaned out. So I think it's going to be brilliant eating, and that's what it's all about. Great experience and great food on the table.
It is. We're here to manage the deer as well, so we've got to take the older one out. So that's the perfect cull buck for us. And you've seen there's so many trails here. The population is absolutely rampant.
I just think we don't actually see how many there really are because of all the undergrowth. But from the tracks, either they take the same route every day, all of them, or there's really heaps of them.
Yeah. Well, we went around a slightly different area, same as you were stalking. This time of the year is also good for us from a husbandry perspective. We need to look at where some of the rides are overgrown, where we need to do some trimming, maybe where we need to move some of the high seats to. And so we need to see where the deer are moving. So we saw a couple of fleeting sights through the thermal, one about 20 yards away, one a little bit further away. But it was encouraging to see so much sign. So yeah, not quite as eventful as you. I got to see what I wanted to, which is plenty of sign, plenty of animals. 100%. You have harvested another magnificent.
Yeah, I think I'm using all my luck at the moment. So
you seem to be stalking them,
I love that. I think in general, stalking or hunting wherever you are, if you're on the ground, it adds to the experience.
It certainly does. Very impressive. So congratulations once more.
Thank you so much. Great fun.
Buy you a beer now, don't I?
Yeah, well, or I have to buy you one. I think that's the thing. Yeah. Thank you.